Hey there everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Now, I need to remind you guys that as of last year, I'm not allowed to see R-rated films in theaters anymore, but I am allowed to watch them if they manage to get a DVD or Netflix release. Anyway, for my third Halloween blog of 2016, let's talk about the deadliest place in existence, hell. Normally I shouldn't be talking about it, but anyway, mostly everyone knows that hell is a place where all the bad folks go when they die. And I don't intend to go there at all. Also, hell has been shown in many different films, such as Fantasia, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Scrooge, South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and many others. And don't get any ideas that the underworld is hell, because it isn't. Why? Well, it's because the souls of the evil are not the only ones that go there. Pure and good souls go there too. Now, the film we're vlogging today includes a different version of hell, but is this film worth watching? Well, let's find out. Released on October 2nd, 2015, the movie is Hell and Back. Now, let's begin. When their buddy breaks a blood oath and lands in hell, two best friends risk everything to save him from demons and the devil himself. So, what are my thoughts? Well, holy hell. This movie is outrageously weird. It's also disturbing, crude, raunchy, hilarious, and absurd. Did I enjoy it? Well, yes and no. Now let's move on to Mustang notes. The film was directed by Tom Giannis and Ross Schumann, and written by Giannis, Hugh Sturbakoff, and Zeb Wells. Now, in my opinion, this style of stop motion is a tad different compared to the past stop motion films I blogged over the years. But I'm not saying it's bad, it just looks a tad mature for my taste. Plus, some parts are really messed up. As for the comedy, well, it's so crude, it's actually entertaining and pretty funny. And no adult-rated comedy would be complete without adult language. Most of it I'm used to, but some parts are a tad embarrassing and offensive. Also, in my opinion, this movie's version of hell is quite different. Most of it is like a cave in the center of the earth, but some parts of it have stuff like food and drink stands, as well as green water and mist, as well as dangerous trees. Also, it wouldn't be hell without demons wandering around. In my opinion, while these demons come in different shapes, all of them seem to have skeletal faces. And now it's time to move on to voices. And now I'll be only talking about the ones who are interesting. To me, that is. One of our main characters, Remington, or Remy for short, is voiced by Nick Swardson, whom I remember from Pixels. Now, this guy runs a hellish ride at a boardwalk carnival. While Remy can be a bit of a douchebag for being selfish and opening the portal to hell, he does make an okay leader. Our second main character, Augie, is voiced by T.J. Miller. Known for being in films like Yogi Bear, Big Hero 6, Rock of Ages, and the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I find Augie to be a fun and hilarious character. He made me laugh, and he made me smile at times, but he can be a tad awkward and paranoid at times. Remy and Augie's friend, Kurt Myers, is voiced by Rob Riggle, whom I remember from the Lorax, the Hotel Transylvania films, and the recent Middle School movie. Kurt is the assistant manager of the carnival. The reason why he was sucked into hell is because he was forced by Remy to take a blood oath and pay him back with a mint, which he didn't have at first. Next we come to our villain, the devil himself, voiced by Bob Odenkirk. This version of the devil is pretty different. He's a comical figure who acts more like a CEO of a corporation rather than the tyrannical ruler of hell. Rather than being genuinely villainous, the devil instead uses weapons such as a t-shirt bazooka cannon in order to kill off Orpheus, among other things. While in the presence of his fellow demons, he appears as the stereotypical representation of Beelzebub, though he states that this is merely a business suit. In reality, the devil is nothing but a loser who is madly in love with the angel Barb, and ends up falling out of favor with her when she chooses Orpheus. Next we have Dima, a half-demon voiced by Mila Kunis, whom I remember as Theodora the Witch of the West from Oz the Great and Powerful. I find her to be my favorite character in the movie because she makes a great supporting character for Remy and Augie. I also think she's tough, hot, and cute too. I also find it interesting that as the film goes on, Dima and Augie go into a romantic relationship. Next is Demon's human father, Orpheus, voiced by Danny McBride, who has been in films such as Kung Fu Panda 2, Despicable Me, Sausage Party, and the foul Angry Birds movie. Now, Orpheus is the legendary musician and poet from Greek mythology, known for playing his famous instrument, the lyre. However, in this film, he's also known for helping mortals escape hell. But nowadays, he's completely retired. But I find him to be a pretty cool character for having such a breathtaking hideout, and he can be a bit of a klutz sometimes. Finally, we come to Barb the Angel, voiced by the famous Susan Sarandon. Known for being in films such as the Rocky Horror Picture Show, James and the Giant Peach, Rugrats in Paris, Enchanted, and Speed Racer. I just love how Susan lends her voice for this young angel. I mean, while Susan is in her 70s, she sounds almost like she's in her 40s. Wowie zowie! Now that's what I call talent. A few other actors who lend their voice in this are Jay Johnston, Jennifer Coolidge, Maria Bamford, and Lance Bass. And now it's time to move on to my final words. Overall, Hell and Back is an okay movie, but I cannot recommend this for anyone under the age of 17. The story is dark and disturbing, the stop motion is crude, messed up, and a tad gory. The characters are weird and interesting, and the comedy is rude, raunchy, but still pretty funny. So you could say that this is a pretty thrilling ride in a way, but it's not something I would ever own on DVD. And so I'll give this film a rating of 58% out of 100. It's not exactly a great movie, but some of you guys might enjoy it more than me. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Be sure to join me again next time, because I have a special countdown list waiting for all of you. Mustang Power!